It's our 6th full day here in Portland, Oregon area, and we spent most of the day yesterday trying to get this tire fixed. I bought the most ridiculous air compressor that's battery operated, and the reason why it's really ridiculous is because it needed a 5 amp hour battery and I bought a 1.5 amp hour, and no one informed me that that was too low, and no one informed me that it actually has 2 battery slots on it. So I've charged this battery like 3 times, it takes an hour, and every time it's a complete failure. So we still have a flat tire. However, I did jack up the RV with a bottle jack. That way the tire sidewall's not being flattened and compromised. We slept overnight with the bottle jack on it. The bottle jack today, actually, I went and checked it and it let go. It wasn't holding it up anymore. So it did slowly decompress and come down. So I put it back up. We found a block of wood next door that the neighbor forgot. Perfect size block. We were able to jack it up higher because of that block. So now there's no pressure on the tire at all, even though it has no air in it. And now we're heading off to Bend, Oregon to go to the Last Blockbuster on planet Earth and some other beautiful things down in the Bend, Oregon area. So it's only 57 out, it's raining, it's miserable. I could put the spare tire on in place of the Goodyear flat tire, but I just don't want to waste all that time in this cold, wet weather when I don't have to. Hopefully the bottle jack will do its job while we're gone, and then I'll get the 5 amp battery and hopefully the compressor will work. But Harbor Freight was a nightmare just because they were understaffed. He was trying to help me, he couldn't, he was distracted. He apologized outside. The lady double charged me for a battery I didn't even get. So the whole thing's just like a complete failure. But hopefully that 5 amp battery will resolve everything. So we're heading out now. It takes about 2 hours to get there. Hopefully no traffic delays. Hopefully people know how to drive much better than they do in Florida in the rain. Because they don't drive well in Florida in the rain. Hopefully they do here. They do deal with snow and ice here, so I assume they're much better drivers. So we are heading out and we'll see you in a bit.
Mountain Laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden things.
We were driving along for about an hour through the pine forest. It looked like we were driving through a tunnel. Then all of a sudden it converted to like desert. The pines disappeared. We could see a massively tall mountain in the distance with way more snow than Mount Hood on it. And then we dropped into a canyon. We're literally at the bottom of it now. If we look all around, we're at the bottom. Completely at the bottom, and we're surrounded by canyon walls all around us. And Aubrey has pointed out that there are also lava rocks everywhere. Both sides of the road, my left here, and then out to my right in the middle of a canyon. The scenery went from massive pines, millions of them with moss and rain, like a rainforest, to desert looking burnt plants. Aubrey actually asked, are we in Arizona now? So that gives you an idea, and you can feel the temperature too. It changed quite a bit. It's pretty hot now with the windows up and no AC on. And Aubrey just said that her lips are turning dry as well, so it's gonna get probably much hotter than it was when we left. It was 57 degrees when we left, and I have a feeling it's close to 80 here. It is 79, so my guess was pretty close to 80. We've gone up almost 25 degrees, which is insane. So we're kind of on a time limit here because Blockbuster closes at 8. It's about 2 in the afternoon. We did want to go to some waterfalls where Disney's Homeward Bound was filmed. And also there's a lake out there that's a glacier lake. It's like 34 degrees year round. We're definitely not going in it, but it's like a really pretty blue, and we wanted to see that as well. So we're on a time limit here, and Warm Springs, if we were not on the time limit, that did look really cool. I bet that water is some of the warmest water we've seen, and it's flowing really good, so you don't have to worry about toxic algae. There was just a news story we saw last night. A family, mom, dad, and a baby and a dog passed away on a hiking trail near Yosemite, and they can't find a reason why, and they believe it could be toxic algae, or there are some mines nearby, and they were thinking carbon monoxide. And so you do have to be very careful, especially not being from out west here. You don't know what you're dealing with, and you just have to be very careful. So it says we have about an hour to Blockbuster. we're very excited to go back in time 20 years. It's kind of like we're in a time machine right now. And Manda called and spoke to the manager on the Netflix documentary. Her name is Sandy. She actually answered the phone. We wanted to make sure they were in fact open, and they are. We'll see you back in the past about 10-15 years.
And I brought my wallet, so maybe I'll buy a movie.
We just stopped to get fuel. It was $3.39 a gallon, and with Gas Buddy I saved 5 cents at a Love's Travel Center, and it only cost like, sometimes we'd have to do 2 transactions for the cards, but this time we didn't have to do that because it only cost about $75 to put it on full. Any more than that we wouldn't have been able to fill it up, so it was perfect. And then we just picked up Arby's because we're on a time constraint as far as making it to everywhere we want to make it to today. So right now, according to GPS, we are 5 miles from the last Blockbuster on the planet. So we're probably just borderline getting into the city of Bend here. It's going to be like a blast from the past. So the kids probably don't even understand because all they've ever seen is Netflix, Disney Plus, YouTube, you know, all that. Hulu, yep.
And 20th Century Fox.
Yep.
I think the only...
of those Warner Brothers.
Yeah. So they don't know what they're about to see.
I think the only one of our kids that's even been in a Blockbuster would be Melia, and she was a baby right before like they got shut down. She might have been like 1 or 2. So none of them have experienced like what we experienced as a kid, because like, yeah, we'd go and rent movies for her and stuff, but being a baby. But it's weird to think that she's literally the only one that's probably been inside of one before.
We actually have a few Blockbuster DVDs we never returned. They were going out of business. They were doing the no more late fees. We were signed up for the mailing program just like Netflix had, and somehow we ended up with them. We still have them. They're currently in storage. So that's kind of cool. It's like a nostalgic item we have now.
Yes.
I think I see it.
Woo!
There it is. Woo!
We
It even
made
says
it.
Blockbuster this way.
And that's what.
And there's a tour bus.
Oh no, a tour bus.
Oh no, they're just living van life.
Oh, okay. Oh, Florida. Look, they made the pilgrimage all the way from Florida too.
Blockbuster is the middle.
And they are doing curbside.
We are officially parked at the last Blockbuster on the planet, and in the parking lot we already saw a Florida license plate, Virginia, Mississippi, California. So like, people make the journey here, and people are taking pictures in front of the sign. It just looks like one big tourist attraction, and it's just crazy. Here comes another car pulling in from Nevada. Like, who would think that the local Blockbuster would be like a national tourist attraction? It's quite bizarre. So we're here, and we're hoping it's not busy, because right now at this time of the footage we're in the bad spike of the pandemic because of the Delta variant. So hopefully it's not packed in there, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So let's get ready. We are standing outside Blockbuster. Unfortunately, we're having to mask up, but we are seconds away from going inside.
And we're at Blockbuster.
We're blasting back into time. There we go. I opened the door. We're back in the 90s. Do you smell the Blockbuster smell?
I do smell the Blockbuster smell.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is like.
Wow. 7-day kids rentals are only 99 cents. That is amazing. Can you buy them, or are they all rentals?
These are all rentals.
Oh, okay.
Right here. You want to go?
Oh, there's even TVs up on the wall still. Oh, just arrived. Look, they also have this one. And look, you can pick up the case and you can actually look at everything about the movie. How cool is that?
I just want to love it, but it's
We are now in Manda's favorite section of the store.
I actually rented this when it came out.
Was it the
from
last movie you
Blockbuster.
rented?
No, but it is the reason I won't ride behind lock trucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
International comedy.
there's my movies.
All the Halloween movies down here on the
And there's
bottom
a
shelf.
different version.
I love this. Aubrey, what did you just say?
What are these?
These right here? These are what we used before DVDs.
They do not like anything that can
They're all movies. Every single one of them.
See, here's The Land Before Time.
Star Wars. Oh look, Free Willy.
And even
Jaws.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Harry
And-
Potter.
and even the great.
So if you look closely, the movie is all not real, and then the VCR spins it to this one. When you're done, you have to, the machine has to rewind it back to this side.
That's why the remote says rewind, even though it's
And that's
not
where the
actually.
term rewind came from. Is it all making sense now?
A little.
Aubrey,
Yes.
look at the old style TV right here. That's a CRT. It's an old television. It actually
It's a
has a tube in it, and that's how they work.
actually called Panasonic.
They're very heavy. Isaac, did you pick out a movie?
Which one I did? It's Disney Pixar Soul.
Wow, nice pick, buddy. I love that movie. They were doing something we would have done as kids that they probably would have never had a chance to do if it wasn't for the surviving Blockbuster. Are you picking out a movie?
What are you picking?
He's picking Moana.
Show Dad.
Really cool,
And
Melia.
let's see what
Good pick. 3 for $20 for the previously viewed DVDs. Not too bad for newer movies. Oh, look at that. Does it exclude the Blu-rays? Look at all the candy. Just a question. Are these part of the 3 for $20, the Blu-rays?
Yes.
Cool, thank you. All right, we're good on the Blu-ray deal. 3 for $20. Now looking at all the aisles and looking all around, isn't it weird to think that this was all on a remote control?
I'm playing for it.
Like everything here you see, all these aisles and all this square footage is now just on the click of an Amazon Fire Stick remote. I like it.
That's cool, right?
Yeah,
Maybe I do that though.
9,000 locations at one point. All down to this one. You're hiding your other merchandise, that's cool.
What country?
Someday we'll know what you have.
Now, what country is Opel in? What country?
Europe.
How far is Europe?
Europe is pretty far.
And the creeper signed it.
Oh, that's cool. He must have come here, right?
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers 3 is coming out and they signed it.
The actual creeper.
There's Good Morning America, I think. Or one of them. And then this is the stuff that John Oliver Night Show sent them. Well, originally sent to the last 4 locations in Alaska and then here. Once they closed, they sent them here, which was really nice. 100 things to do in Bend, Oregon before you die.
Raspberry?
Oh, you're reading all the candy, are you, buddy?
Yeah.
I wonder if she has any nostalgic candy. Oh, yep, she does. Look.
I see that.
Bottle caps, Pop Rocks.
Oh, you remember the soda cans?
Oh, wow, she even has the nostalgic soda cans.
I forgot all. There's the video, behind rewind, and then popcorn.
All right, our last transaction ever at a Blockbuster. Probably.
Oh, what's the
This shirt's for me. Oh yeah, get a small one. Maybe that circle. Maybe, yeah. Can we get one of the souvenir Blockbuster cards too? Aubrey, this is it. It's like Toys R Us the day you were there. Remember? Are you ready for the sad walk out of the door?
Do you want to linger inside the aisles again?
Do you want to linger in the aisles one last time?
I kind of do.
Snort in the COVID air.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. We're just recording our last walk out of the Blockbuster. All right, that was it.
And you want Belle here to eat?
Unless this one stays here forever and we come back.
Maybe I'm gonna
But I don't know.
You can eat it in the car.
That was really interesting, going back in time like that, having the kids be able to see what we used to do before Netflix and Disney Plus and Hulu and Prime and all that good stuff. It was interesting to see it was a tourist attraction, and I never thought a Blockbuster would be. And now we're heading about an hour northwest of Bend to some waterfalls and Glacier Lake. So that was really fun. It was kind of exciting. I was a little bit amped up before we went in. I was more than amped. I was pumped. I was actually excited to go in there. I never thought I'd be excited to go into a Blockbuster, so that was an experience in itself. So we picked up I got a shirt, we got some candy, the kids each picked out a movie, and I think it was a really fun experience, and it definitely was worth the 2-hour drive. And the waterfalls we are going to are probably going to be good too. So yeah, we're going to be on this road for about an hour, and then hopefully we'll be at the waterfalls.